Hello and welcome to my One Punch Man videos itself. Not making a very detailed guide itself, but previously on my previous video, I was talking about banners, talking about currencies and everything. So I hope that actually provided some help for people that really want to know that should I actually use the silver for regular or should I actually keep my silver for limited banner itself, right? So today's video, I will be talking about characters, right, that this game offers itself, right? So just need to take note, I'm a mouse spender myself, right? I have already spent 75 USD in this game itself. But the thing is, for me, I always try to spend a little bit on gacha games so that I can know like whether does this game is actually worth the investment itself, right? Take note of the word investment because the thing is ultimately you are going to be investing your time in this game, right? So all the characters that you have will be part of yourself, right? So you can see that over here there's many characters that the game offers, right? From Dreamland Saitama, Golden Ball. For those people that speak Japanese, you know him by Gintama, right? You have Prisoner, right? Our lovely man itself. We have Metal Knight, the whole pumping weaponry itself. We have Silver Fang, known as Bang. We have Jikoku Fubuki, right? We have Stinger, we have Snake, we have Genos, right? We have Small Man, we have Spring Mustachio, right? We have Lily, which is part of the Fubuki group itself, right? Probably we will have Eyelashes, right? And as well as her other teammates from Fubuki group might be joining us in future as a SR hero, right? We also have Inazuma Max. We also have Saitama when he was job hunting. For those people that have watched the anime or read the manga, you know that this was the part where he started his hero path. We have our awesome Mooman Rider. We have Eiron, which is our disciple of Atomic Samurai. We have Speed of Sonic, right? The man with the redundant name. And as well as Genos, this one is during the training arc where after Saitama decided to take him as a disciple and he has some parts upgrade itself. And we also have Zombie Man. So in this game there's a few 5 stars that's actually eligible, right, which is our Dreamland Saitama, our Prisoner, Metal Knight, Silver Fang, Fubuki, and as well as Zombie Man. Why I never include Genos, Cyborg Justice, is because for new players, you guys will get him for free, right, by just playing in the game itself. So please play the game, right? Oh, sorry, I also forgot. We also have a 5-star villain, which is Sonic himself, right? So whether in future will the game actually release more villains playable, I'm not very sure. But for now, play the game, enjoy the game, right, and understand how does the player works itself, right? So back to the main topic, right? You can see that below here there's morale, technique, overpower, and assault itself. So these are basically the classes of the units that they release itself, right? There's no special point. It's just that having this characters itself helps in your battle because as you play the game along, they will tell you that, oh, this character is strong against which enemy itself. So like for example over here, if let's say if I go to my commission, right, over here, which is what you can do every day to burn your energy for, right, this is where you can see that they'll tell you that, oh, this enemy is weak towards what type itself, right? So this will actually helps you to plan out on your damage output because the thing is being weak itself, right, the damage actually output the character itself is actually 40% more, which is quite significant, right? Which is quite significant. So the thing is, do take note on the characters that you're building and as well as the characters that you have in your team as well. So a lot of people will ask, but the thing is, this one is a gacha game, so why should I build the SR hero? I should just build the SSR hero itself, right? I should not be bothered with the SR hero, right? Not wrong, not right either, because when you first start a gacha game, usually your SR hero will carry you first forth, and previously, as I mentioned on my previous video, you will be receiving SSR heroes, right, from the regular banners. If you proceed with the game, they give you a lot of regular boosts, you will get your SSR hero. But in order to proceed on with the game, you still need your SR hero to bring out for you itself, right? So for this game, the starting part, you'll be receiving Inazuma Max and as well as Small Man, right, to start your game itself. And they also give you Lily, right, to start the game. So these are the 3 starters that they will give you. But do take note, a lot of people say that, hey, but Lily is assault. Small man is also sorry, Lily is technical. Small man is technical too. So why do I have two technical players itself? But do take note, their stats differs, because the thing is, some characters can crit, some characters can't crit. But the thing is, due to their negative crit rate, they actually have more damage itself, right? They are more towards like raw damage rather than critical damage itself, right? So instead of building critical, you can just focus on defense, attack, uh, negation of damage itself. You can just focus on other things, right? So there's a lot of things in terms of the stats itself, but just need to take note that players that can crit, just give them crit rate and crit damage like your standard RPG game itself. Then for players that can't crit, you can focus on attack power, defense, HP, as well as composure reduction, right? So in this game itself, there's something called composure reduction itself. Composure reduction means when you fight a boss, right, the boss actually have a bar below them. So the game will actually give you a lot of tutorial on like how to break enemies and everything. So those I don't have to go through, right? You have to pay attention in the game itself. But most importantly is the character outbuild itself, right? A lot of people will be saying, oh, I like this character, I want to build this, I want to like this character, I want to build. But do take note, we have limited resources in this game itself, right? So you have to choose the first 4 characters that you wish to build, right? But do leave one slot out for your SSR, because like I said, you'll be receiving Genos SSR, right, from playing the game itself. So maybe you can leave out one spot just for him, but still remember to put other teams itself. And not to mention, Saitama is a free unit that we'll get to, because we hit the milestone of the pre-registration, so we actually will get him to play. But most importantly, for all these characters itself, take note of their stats, take note of their damage as well, and their type, because this is where it will help you to turn the battles of your fights itself. Because as the game goes by, things will get more challenging, because as you can see, these small things over here called P, which is your power level. So if let's say if the power level have some differences, you will actually take much more damage and you will deal less damage to the enemy as well, right? So that one, do take note on that. And most importantly is when you actually pull on the banner itself, when you get the character, please go to the gameplay so that you can find the character that you really like to play. Some people, maybe they like range character like Genos, right? Maybe they really like characters that can do range attacks, don't have to go melee itself, right? Some people probably would like characters that got like special bar that can enhance their skill. Some people will actually like skills that can dodge and everything, you know, like you can charge up your skill and increase the potency of the attack itself. So there's a lot of characters for you to find. That's why I say in this game itself, all the SR heroes and the SSR heroes, they have their own playability. So do find out on them, right? And if you have any questions regarding to, oh, what are the characters that I should build, right? Leave a comment below or check out my stream if ever I'm streaming. Even though I'm streaming a different game, feel free to ask about One Punch Man game, because I'll be playing this game for long, right? I hope that this game can survive in the industry itself, right? So this is the part where I want to talk about characters and as well as the type itself. But do take note for all the types itself, right? Try to have a variety, because at the end of the day, you want to have a variety to help yourself rather than you have all the same. And when you reach a certain milestone itself where you are facing enemy that are not weak to the type, you will be struggling, and then you'll be like, oh damn, this game is hard, and then you will quit the game after that, because you find that you can't go through the game. All right, so if, like I said, any questions, leave a comment down below, right? I will help you as much as possible. All right, so have a nice day, have fun playing with One Punch Man World itself. But do look out for my next video, where I'll be touching more onto the characters development and as well as the resources provided by the game to help you to progress through the game itself, right? But do take note, the game gives you a lot of advices and a lot of tips so that you can just follow through them and learn the game itself, right? So have a nice day.